What if I told you that the beast is back? After months of silence and rumors that the TRX may or may not return, I just got confirmation from my dear sources inside of Ram and the UAW that the first brand new Ram TRX, the first one since 2024, has finally made it down the assembly line. I am so pumped that the king is back, and I now know the story behind those other Hellcat engines that were spotted at the assembly plant and why they were pulled off the line. The problem all along was okay, I'm over 48,000 friends, and the 58% of you guys who will watch these videos over and over again for this latest breaking Ram news, but don't want to be my friend just yet, hit the subscribe button, join the channel, and let's come on, let's go. Let's get right into this right now. So, as I told you guys in previous videos that I've covered, I think about a week or two ago, that there was multiple actual Hellcat engines that were running down the assembly line. Like they were spotted in the plant, getting rolled around by engineers, and then those engines magically went on the actual assembly line, went down a little process of actually getting the transmission added to it, and had all the wiring stuff done to it, and they got taken off the assembly line and rolled to a little secret little area that Ram has to where they build their future product. Now, there are at least 2, maybe 3 engines spotted in there. So I figured that, yeah, they may be going ahead and setting up and building a secret version of the TRX in the background, or they could be building another Hellcat powered Ram truck in the background as well in that secret area. Now I had people tell me that in the, I want to say it was maybe like a day or two ago, that I've had multiple people. Now, when you get multiple people come out and tell you the same thing, and they're from multiple places that none of these people know each other, that's a very good sign that this is actually accurate. So I've had multiple people inside of my circle of sources and outside my circle of sources tell me the exact same thing, that a Ram TRX, just one Ram TRX, made it down the assembly line all the way through, all the way from start to finish. And that got me so freaking pumped because it hasn't been since what, 2024, the last Ram TRX rolled off the assembly line. And I just, man, I'm telling you, like, I'm just so excited about this because where's my key at? Here goes my old Ram TRX key. Like, I just so love my TRX. That's one of the most favorite vehicles I've ever owned. And if you've never driven a TRX before, trust me when I tell you, you better bring a lot of money, because if you drive one, you're not gonna wanna not drive it no more. This is one of the funnest vehicles I've ever driven. And I'll down the hill of saying it's probably one of the best applications of the Hellcat engine. The only problem I just have is limited to 118 miles per hour top speed. That is my only problem with it. But other than that, one of the best applications for all-wheel drive freaking Hellcat that you can literally smoke just about anybody and they'd be surprised, go like, damn, I didn't know a big truck can do that. But I just love the TRX so much, and I'm just so happy that it's coming back. Just my only problem is gonna be pricing. I just have a sneaky suspicion that this truck's gonna probably be $99,000 base price, because I'm sorry to say this, my dear friend, but I'm just gonna say that, you know, the TRX has already been jacked up way too high, way higher than the cost of inflation, right? I mean, $99,000, I can understand it because people who bought 2024 TRXs, the base price was $96,000. So I can probably understand the whole little Hemi tax and stuff, maybe a $99,000 base price for the TRX. But the TRX price needs to be lower. It needs to be in the 70s or the 80s. The actual, what the RHO is what, $69,000, basically the old price the TRX once was. And even if you add in $20,000, you know, price increase, that's like 89 grand. But I mean, I would think like mid 80s would be totally fair for TRX. There's no more cafe, so you don't have to worry about the 40 mpg fleet average for the actual trucks and stuff. So no more cafe fines. There's going to be no more carb, so you don't have to worry about testing a non-carb TRX and a carb version of TRX and stuff. So honestly, those savings should be on the TRX, and the TRX should not be more than maybe like 84, 85 grand MSRP. I'm just saying. But even if Ram is not going to do that and stuff, Ram still has, well, I'm going to say Tim Knissen still has a ace up his sleeve, because he can actually just enact power dollars across the entire brand and power dollars every freaking vehicle that has like a Hemi in there, right? Because honestly, I didn't really like Ram's excuse that, yeah, we're gonna bring back that 5.7 Hemi for a $1,200 upgrade over the Hurricane, when Ford doesn't do that with their 5.0 liter, you know, Ford trucks and the Hurricane, not the Hurricane, but the EcoBoost engines. So it's kind of weird that basically Ram did that same thing where we're gonna add $1,200 over the cost of the actual Hurricane engines. And then I'm pretty sure that if there is a $12 upgrade over the actual, you know, Hurricane engines for the 5.7 Hemi, there's gonna be an upgrade tax for the TRX engines, for the Hellcat engine. So I'm hoping that maybe that Tim Knister will use his ace up his sleeve. And hey, look, every freaking vehicle, we're gonna give you power dollars. Like whatever horsepower it is, we're gonna give you power dollars, and hopefully extra overpowered dollars and stuff, because I've already seen plenty of clips around the internet and stuff where dealers were selling these hurricane powered Ram trucks for 10, 15, 17, $18,000 off. So honestly, if the TRX was like 100 grand, that means if it was about 15 to $20,000 off, it'll be in that $80,000 off range. But anyway, even if Ram doesn't do this, do not go to the dealership and try to buy your TRX without checking out the TRX forum, because the TRX forum has always been your best place to find a TRX. And hell, you even go there for RHO too. Like, don't go buy a TRX or RHO until you look at the forums, because those are the places to where you find the dealers who are selling these trucks 10, 15, I want to say about 10 to $15,000 off on average, those trucks. And there's multiple dealers in there. So it's not one dealer. You got Granger in there. I think you got Dan Cummins in there. Then you got Coons in there. So you got multiple dealers who comes in the forums and specifically, give these crazy discounts. So if you go and buy a TRX, especially a new 2026 one that's coming out in Q1 of 2026, because I leaked this document right here that basically proves to you guys that the TRX is coming in Q1 2026. And then Mopar Insights reported that their sources are telling them the TRX job one is gonna be in January, sometime in the middle of January and stuff. And I'm pretty sure we can all see that the price is gonna be stupid high. I don't see it being lower than 96, 98K, like base price. So in order to help you guys out, help combat this high price, because Stellantis has a pricing problem. They want to have all this extra profit, $10 billion, $20 billion in profit, but don't pass the savings along to the consumer. So in order to best help you guys out, please go to the TRX forum, RHO forum and stuff. If you're gonna buy one of these two trucks, and shop from there first, and then go back to your dealer, be like, look, they're offering 10 grand under, they're offering 11 grand under, right? Can you match or not? If you don't want to match, I'll go buy one from them. And then even if you got to pay transport costs from that dealership to your house, it's still cheaper than what you would buy a sticker or maybe even over sticker at these other dealers. So I'm just saying, just make sure you save your money up and check out these dealers first, because you can always use them to price match at your local dealer and stuff. And it's really going to work for you guys who live in these carb states like New York and like California and stuff, where the dealers are notorious for like jacking up prices of trucks and stuff. Hey, they don't want to daggone lower their little markups and stuff. Say you can go buy a truck out of state, get it shipped in, and California can't do crap since there's going to be no carb or non-carb versions of the TRX. So that helps you guys out who live in these crazy markets where these trucks are just stupid expensive. So I'm just saying that, save your money up. And we're going to probably see, I'm going to tell you guys right now, those actual Hellcat engines I told you guys about in the intro, that I told you guys about in the videos and stuff, where there are about 2 or 3 of them spotted around the plant, those engines were supposed to go to TRX Mules. But from what my sources were telling me was that Ram was having a supplier issue, and that's why they couldn't put those engines in TRXs and stuff. So that's why, like, now from what they were telling me, that now they got the supplier issue taken care of, and it was actually built a Ram TRX Mule. I know throughout the TRX's lifespan, there was always supplier issues with that truck. I remember at one point in time, you couldn't get carbon fiber in that truck. I remember one point in time, you couldn't get B-locks. And at one point in time, they was missing pigment and stuff out of that black stripe underneath the truck. And they only was able to make like black trucks for like a couple weeks or whatever. And then I remember they had a supplier issue, I think with one of the actual tanks in the engine compartment for the supercharger. I remember that was had a supplier issues and stuff. They couldn't make no TRXs. So TRX has always been used to having supplier issues and stuff, but I mean, I can understand them having one now, considering this truck was never supposed to be made again. And then maybe just in the past 6 months, they put the order back in to start pumping them out. Because I guarantee the TRX can sell a lot of units and stuff, but it's going to depend on pricing. And I mean, unless Round does power dollars, or you guys shop at freaking these dealers I told you guys about, they're going to drop the prices on them $10,000, $15,000. I wouldn't buy a TRX MSRP. I'm just saying. But that's it for this video right here. I'm just so pumped. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited the first Ram TRX made it down the assembly line? Do you guys think it's going to look exactly like the RHO? Do you guys think it's going to be priced right? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. And until the next time, I'm out. But hey, if you want to check out some other things that I talked about, especially about the RHO owners who had their speed nerfed by Ram, which is pretty odd, you can check out this video right here about them lowering the top speed of the RHO. And maybe if you had an RHO, or you might want to cancel again to a TRX, so you can check out this video right here about the RHO. And until the next time, I'm out.